Brand new Ariel Carmeli custom cues galore right here at Crossroad Cues. I feel like singing that song, It's Beginning to Look a Lot Like Christmas. It's definitely beginning to look a lot like Christmas. All brand new, unchalked, unplayed, made by Mr. Ariel Carmeli himself in his new shop in the great state of Virginia. Ariel Carmeli recently relocated his shop all the way from the West Coast, from California all the way to Virginia. We are privileged and honored to be able to have not one, not two, not three, not four, but 5 brand new Carmeli cues in stock. We are respectfully a dealer of Ariel Carmeli custom cues here at Crossroad Cues. We have to wait in line just like all the other dealers do, but when our order comes up, we get what we get, and we don't throw a fit. So for those of you that have not purchased a Carmeli cue before, you will know that his cues are sold out right now currently on all of the other dealers' websites. And they've been sold out for months because of the move of the shop. And by the way, Viking does not make Ariel's custom cues. Let me repeat that again. Viking does not make Ariel's custom cues. Ariel Carmeli is not retiring. There's all these rumors floating around. The cues haven't been coming out because he was in the process of moving his shop. He does have a deal with Viking on a signature series of his cues. There's just 3 cues that they will be making at the Viking factory with his wood to his specs and so on and so forth. None of these are those designs. These are 100% made by Ariel Carmeli himself in the shop in Virginia. I'm going to run through these. I'm not going to talk about the specs on these cues. I'm not going to talk about the weights. I will update this post later, or you can check our website, crossroadcues.com. Send me a message to make sure that the cue that you are interested in is still available, because they're going to sell very fast. These are all brand new. Again, number 1, this is a 6-point, and number 2 is also a 6-point. They're the exact same price. Both of these 6-pointers, number 1 and number 2, they are $54.50. Straight up $54.50 plus shipping. We do not overcharge people for Ariel's cues. We do not raise the price. His price is our price. We get a slight dealer discount. We sell his cues for exactly the same price that you would pay if you got it from Ariel. The only difference is you're going to wait for a long time, because I've been waiting for these cues as well. In most cases, the only way to pick up cues from Ariel, besides waiting for years, you have to be fortunate enough to catch them at the Super Billiards Expo, or you've got to get a cue from one of his authorized dealers, like myself. So what you're looking at right here, number 1, is the ever so popular snake wood. And this stuff is getting harder and harder to get. One of the things about Ariel Carmeli's cues, besides playing phenomenal, he uses the best wood that he can get his hands on. He does not shortchange anybody with wood. Needless to say, you're getting some of the best wood in the world. Look at that snake wood. So the points and the butt sleeve are snake wood. You've got the ebony forearm. You've got a Spanish bull wrap, by the way, on all of these. Each cue is 3/8 modified. And then you've got, of course, a ton of abalone inlays. By the way, each inlay is actually a double inlay because you've got an inlay inside of an inlay. You've got his Tiffany diamonds on all of these cues besides number 5. And I'm going to start going a little faster so that the video doesn't become too long. If you're interested in a specific cue, only serious inquiries, please. There's no trades. There's no negotiating. These are rare as hen's teeth these days. People haven't had Carmeli cues in a very long time. We've been fortunate to get a couple here and there. Again, the price is the price. There's no trades. If you need financing, we've got financing options available on our website. So again, snake wood and ebony on number 1, $54.50 plus shipping. Number 2, another exceptional species of wood. Look at this. This is desert ironwood. This stuff is just outrageous, absolutely outrageous. So the forearm and the butt sleeve are desert ironwood. You've got 6 ebony points. Again, 3/8-10 modified, Spanish bull wrap, Tiffany diamonds. The 6 pointers have 6 diamonds in each ring, and it has nickel silver double trim going along with those white Tiffany diamonds. So number 1 and number 2, again, $54.50 plus shipping. I'm going to go real quick here. Number 3 and number 4, these are the twins. Should call them like the deadly twins or something, right? Because you know they're going to be deadly on the table right there, right? The 2 black beauties. These 8 pointers are ebony into ebony. So you've got 8 ebony points into ebony, and this is jet black Gaboon ebony. This isn't the stuff that's got all kinds of streaks going through it, which I don't mind that. You know, there's different types of ebony. This is the cold black ebony, the stuff everybody wants, the Gaboon ebony, jet black ebony. And then, of course, this cue right here that's scored with Purple Heart, 3/8-10 modified pin, Spanish bull wrap. Totally different design. Number 1 and 2 are called his Frank design. Number 3 and number 4, these 2 black beauties right here. That's what we'll call them. 2 black beauties. Those are $59.50 a piece. $59.50 on the 8 pointers, $54.50 on the 6 pointers. Every cue on the table here is prepped for a Carmeli extension. They do not come with the extensions, but the butts are prepped for the extensions. You can get extensions from Ariel. He's waiting on them to come in now. They'll have his logo on them. They're $200. All of the shafts are 13 millimeter. You've got Zan Hybrid Max tips. Not only are you getting what Ariel believes to be the best playing cues in the world, you're getting the best tips available, and I'll concur on both of those. I love the playability, and Zan Hybrid Max, whenever I can get my hands on them, those are my tips of choice. Again, number 3 and 4, the 8 pointers are under $6,000, and the number 1 and number 2 are just under $5,500. This cue right here, 3 and 4, they've got the Tiffany diamonds in sets of 8. So at all positions, you have 8 Tiffany diamonds with the double nickel silver trim ring. Now, number 5. Let's get to what I like to call a double-headed monster. Double-headed monster. Number 5. You've probably never seen one just like this, nor have I. Now, we've seen some nice big wrapless Carmeli cues before. All of the white in these recuts, in the rings, in the butt cap, this is all natural white material. There's no overseas shipping on this cue. Don't even ask. And certain states are going to have restrictions. This, all the inlay, that's all real deal natural material. Again, the butt cap, inside of the rings, in the recuts. Look at this double-headed monster. This cue was actually made by Ariel as his own personal playing cue, and I almost had to pry it out of his hand, pry it out of his arm. He decided to let me get it because I've been waiting a while for my order. Ariel is a great friend of mine, and we are honored to be one of his biggest and most reputable dealers in the world, so we were able to get it. The shafts are actually unchalked, unplayed. Ariel uses a Predator Revo, so he played with this cue a few times with the Predator Revo, literally just a few times. I've got a picture of him at his league playing with it that I can send you with the cue. But in any event, it's brand new, okay? brand new. There's not a mark on the cue. Again, prep for his extension with that natural butt cap. What this has right here, you have his 24 dot ring work. That is his highest level of ring work. Again, 3/8-10 modified pin. I believe this is the Mexican Coco Bolo. You've got different types of Coco Bolo. So you've got the Central American Coco Bolo, you've got the Mexican Coco Bolo, and there may be another one depending on where it's from. Look at this inlay pattern in this cue. 24 pointer. You've got 8 points up top of ebony going into the Coco Bolo, and then inside of the points you have 4 additional recuts of all white natural material, and then inside of those recuts you have actual silver inlays, okay? It's called argentium. It's real silver. That's what that is right there. And then inside of the real silver, you've got abalone. A massive, massive, massive amount of inlay work in this cue. And then down low, you have an additional 8 ebony points that are very sharp with natural and black veneers. Inside, you have 4 additional all natural white recuts, and then inside of that you have silver and abalone inlays, just loaded with natural material and loaded with inlay work. What a work of art that cue is. Somebody please buy it quick before I end up keeping yet another cue that I don't need. And all these cues are beautiful in their own respect. I love the snakewood, I love the desert ironwood. Nothing sexier than ebony into ebony. Of course, that's all preference. Beautiful Ariel Carmeli custom cues. Number 5, if you were to order this with all that white natural material, you're going to spend right around $9,000 with Ariel, and you're going to wait. A cue like this doesn't get made overnight. You're going to wait for at least a couple years, somewhere around 2 to 3 years. We are going to do this cue at only $79.50. Only $79.50. Shipping is restricted in certain states. If you have restrictions on natural material, I won't ship to you. We do everything by the book, and we do it the right way. There you go. Brand new Ariel Carmeli custom cues available right now at crossroadcues.com. If you're watching this video, they are not loaded on the website yet. If you want a close-up on either one of these cues or one of them in particular, hit me up, and I will be glad to get you some pictures, and I'll try to get them loaded up on the website as quick as we can. Again, we have financing available, flexible payment plans, no trades. The price is the price, and you will not be disappointed. I can promise you that. Ariel Carmeli Cues at crossroadcues.com.